Hello all, welcome to the next lecture of the course AWS Cloud Architect. In previous video we have seen the global infrastructure of AWS and what is region, what is data center, what is Amazon AWS pricing for different instances or different services. Now in today's session let us see what is EC2 and what are its type. Before that, yesterday in previous session, I forgot to show you the how the data center would be. See, this is a data center which is located at Virginia, North Virginia. See, there are three availability zones are there like this. So now, if you can see this, the data center would be like this. It will be connected with uninterrupted power supply, internet facility, full security. See, the data center would be like this. If you see the internally how it will be look like, so the data center would be like this. Everything will be equipped like this, and it consists of servers. Okay, in each and every rack number of servers will be there, disks will be there, CPUs will be there. Now we are going to use these services over the cloud. Now let's see what is EC2. So once you log into your AWS management console, you can see this. Here you can find in the services section, you can find this compute service. In this, EC2 is a important component. What it is? EC2 is a virtual server in the cloud. So the depending on the need that you have to choose the virtual server type. EC2 stands for ECC, Elastic Cloud Computing. It means the computing is stretchable like elastic. That's why the name EC2 is given. You can scale your virtual machines. That's why the name EC2 is given. So now let us see what are the types of this EC2. Just click on it. You will get this page. See, remember where you are using or where you are creating your EC2 resource. See, this is the resources list. Right now I don't have any running instances, that is 0. Dedicated host, volumes, key pairs, what is this elastic IP, what is this snapshot, what is this load balancer, security groups. So during the course of the explanation you will see all those things. You need not to worry. Now let us see what are the instances and its type. If you see this instances types, once you click on this instance types you can see this. Okay, see, the instance types will be varies: A type, C type, M type, T type, G type. Like this instances are categorized. You can download this all the list. You can see the configuration of each instance. See here, if you see this A2 type, so you are going to get this 8 CPU. What is the processor architecture? It is a 64 ARM processor. What is the memory? It is 16 GB memory. You will get it. Okay. Now what is the network performance? Up to 10 GB it will offer. Like this, it first before choosing any instance you have to see its configuration details also. Like this, see the X large, 4 CPUs, 8 GB memory, computing oriented or computed optimized instances. C stands for the computing optimized. When computing is more concerned than memory, you can go with this C type. So what is the CPU? Number of CPU you are going to get for this C1 medium? 2. how much memory you are going to get, what is the storage, and what type of storage. Two types of storages will be there, HDD and SSD. HDD, this type of storage normally you can see it in your hard disk, that is laptops, in your in home computers you can see this HDD type storage. Next, this is the solid state disk, where the performance of this SSD will be better than this SDD. The C stands for the computing optimized instance, and like this you can see the M type also, that is memory optimized. You can see this memory optimized. One second. Instance. This is memory optimized. M stands for memory optimized. When the computing is not an issue, but you want to work with the good amount of memory, then you can go with this M3 M type machines or M type instances. Again, architecture is 86 like this. If you want to go with the GPUs, so you can go with the that graphics processing unit type machines. In filter, you can select this. Instance families are like this: A1 family, C1 family, that is compute optimized family. In this again, subfamilies are there: C3, C4, C5. So the configuration details of these type of families will be get changed. C3 is having one type of configuration details. C4 family is having one type of configuration details like this. If you see G type, that is GPU oriented instances, we call it as G family. We start with G2, G3 like this. If you go with this G3 for a moment, I think it is not there. This is one type of instance, G316 large. See, it is a GPU oriented instance, so that's why number of CPUs are more. The amount of memory is also more. Network traffic is also, network performance also increased. You can see this pricing also 4.56, where here in North Virginia. You can select and you can check this also. Say, let us see what is its cost in Mumbai. If it is available, then only that type of instance will be listed, otherwise not. See, it is loading instance. So see, the pricing would be different. You can see here, let me type G3, whether it is available or not. Let us see. See, that G3 type instance is not there in Mumbai. Okay, so that's why I told you in the previous session, all the types of services may not be available at all the locations. So before choosing the instance, first we have to check whether the instance is available at that location or not. I told that location wise the pricing would also change. So normally for general purpose usage, that means you want to deploy your web application, so you can use this T3 type instances. So like in this T3 type you can find something like this. No matching still. I think we are going to fetch it. In Mumbai the T3 is also not available. Let us change the location and check whether the T3 type is available in this North Virginia. Let's type I think loading here. Instance type, let us check. In the instance type, let us see this CDGIM memory optimized instances would be called as this M3 type. So not M3, M type. Next, let us see T type. For the general purpose, we go with this T type. So it is very important that which type of instance to be selected for which use. For general purpose, you can go with this T type. See this T1 micro, one CPU and 627 MB of RAM would be given. The cost would be 0.02 US dollars per hour. So when you are practicing this AWS, so I recommend you to go with this minimum configuration instances, because the billing would be very less. Within 500 600 in a month you can practice everything and you can become a cloud architect. What is the role of this cloud architect is, so if anybody want to establish a new system or new infrastructure for their need, what they have to do? First, they have to look for a proper place, and they should look for whether the power supply is there or not. After that, they have to purchase the machines. They have to look after the ACs, internet connection, and all these things they have to look after. But if they want to finish their job or their work in a 1 month or 2 months, for 1 or 2 months, why they have to purchase a machines, place, having internet and all? Simply they will hire these cloud resources and they can work from anywhere. Though, so they need not to worry about the internet facility, power facility, maintenance facility and all. Simply they can select the a type of instance that is needed for their work, and they can finish their job, and after that they can delete their instances. Then whatever the charges that are applicable for their use, they need to pay for it. That is what the use of the cloud computing. So what I appeal is, so when you are practicing this AWS cloud computing architecture, these things, you better to go with this T1 micro. Of course, if because only one instance is allowed in a free tier, but in real time you need to work with a more than one instance, means connecting one instance to the another instance, transferring the data from one instance to the another instance. So you have only, because only AWS is allowing you one free tier, so it is not possible to do everything in that machine. So some, at least we need to connect 2 or 3 machines, and we need to transfer the data among them. So for this you have to hire this type of machines. So in the next session we will see how to set up an EC2 instance and how to configure it. Thank you.